What's up, family? Yeah, it's your boy, man, Trivision 3D, man, back again. Lovely day today, man. It feels great. It's about 75 degrees out here, man. It's great, sun shining. Hear the birds chirping, man, bugs, all that stuff, man. Y'all know I like being out in nature. So check this out, man. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Happy Labor's Day and all that good stuff, man. Today, we're going to do a review on a particular watch, man. And this is the piece that I received from a good friend probably about 2 to 3 weeks ago. And it was a surprise to me. I actually posted this on Instagram, man, but like really jumped off into it. It's a nice watch, man. It's a nice watch. It's probably it's actually the smallest watch I do have in my collection. So if you know me, if you've been following, all the watches I have is like 50. Well, I'm gonna say I have some 48 millimeters, man, but majority of my watches any between 50, 54 millimeter. That's my sweet spot. That's my go-tos right there. That size right there. I do have, you know, so like the C Hunters, the 63 millimeter boys, and things of that nature. So I do have the bigger dials, but I hardly ever purchase the small unless it's a 48 or 47 millimeter Prodiver, and that's probably the smallest I'll go that I purchase for myself. But this watch has actually got me thinking, like, you know what? I can mess with some of the smaller watches, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this one, actually, what I'm about to show you, it plays big, though. So, man, let's just jump off into it, man. All right, family. So what we have here is a 44 millimeter Prodiver in that Punisher rendition. Invicta did their thing on here, so let's go ahead and pop this on out. And yes, it's limited edition. It comes in, this is the box that it comes in. Has the Marvel logo in it, limited edition. And as you see, the skull. Now we got a bit of a glare there. Jumping off into the face, you have the skull, and let's get a closer look at it. I know, sorry about the glare. It has a worn look, almost has that, you know, it got a worn look. I thought it was meteorite at first for a second. I was like, wow. The bullet markers, you can tell that this goes well with the Punisher theme, the Frank Castle. Bullet markers around the bezel of this piece. This is a push-pull. Now, it doesn't, you know, sometimes Invicta will put, you know, like skulls or whatever character it is, they'll put in here, but they actually put the Invicta cross. Hold on, get focused. It has to put the Invicta cross on there. Sorry, it's not focusing. There we go. So no skull right there. Let's look at the case back. Number limited edition, and of course it has that stamped steel back there for safety clasp. So that keeps it, you know, pretty comfortable. My wrist is 7.5 inches, so I got it sized to just that. Let's look at it on the wrist. As you can tell, yes, it's a comfortable fit, and it is 44 millimeters. So, but it plays a little larger than that. You know, lug to lug, this thing is pretty decent. And I want to point out something I thought was pretty good. Nice little feature that Invicta added. Now, with the bracelet being as comfortable and it's flexible a bit, you see the polished steel in the middle, and then you have the brushed on the side. They continue that theme, so you have brushed along here, but then of course you have polish. Now this thing here, sorry, it's upside down. This thing, 120 click bezel, is cool, but I tell you what, it's hard to turn. That thing is tough, man. You got to put some effort into that. That's pretty tough. But outside of that, man, I think the face, now as you can see, you got the Invicta logo on the inside of there. But I think that was a nice touch for them to put the skull off to the side and then have the targeting system. So of course you also see the second hand as it click around, it has a skull at the bottom of it. Just another touch, man. These are the details that we talk about. The very, you know, the details that they have. Very lightweight watch, and of course you don't want a 44 millimeter watch to be super heavy, but I think all in all, just from the sheer look of it, there. Now I will say this: I got a comment on this watch at work. And the customer thought when he first looked at it, he didn't see the face. He thought he said a fake Rolex on. And I said, no, sir, it's a real Invicta. And then he said, oh, it's a Punisher on there. And he was like, yeah. So we had a nice little conversation about that. I told him you had to see the night loom on it because it's awesome. So check this night loom out on it. So again, this was a gift from a good friend, and I really enjoy the fact that, you know, this person knows my interest for Invicta, and he went out and got this for me. Now, what are my calls with this watch? One was, like I said, that bezel, maybe it's just this one. Maybe I need to work it out some more, but that was pretty tough, man. This is number limited edition, and it is 337 out of 3,000. And I know there's some on internet that will argue the fact that 3,000 doesn't make it number limited. You know, 150 would make it number limited. Like, well, here's the deal. Invicta has that with so many different watches. They may make 1250, you know, of a particular watch. They may make 100. What the most limited they had was that diamond piece that was 74. But I mean, 5,000, 3,000. You got to think about how many people in the world will have the opportunity to buy one of these watches. So it is number limited, and you take that for what it's worth. Now, do I think this is something that you should get? Anybody that is a fan of Marvel and a fan of Punisher, and if you're not a huge fan of watches, I would say get this. Now, keep in mind, you don't want to pay a lot for this. I saw what it's going for, so about $100 online for a number limited edition. Anything, I say, you know, there's some worth to it. But I will tell you one of the biggest quals I have, and I told you guys, I'm not huge off into movements. You know, like if I saw something that looked good, which this definitely looks the part. This looks great, especially, and impressed me at 44 millimeter. I still feel that by it being a number limited edition, there are certain things that I felt Invicta should have done with this watch. One, it should have been mechanical. I think this would have been a nice mechanical watch. But the movement in here is a Japanese movement, and I did some research on it. It does come, you know, they saying it's a Seiko movement, but it's one of the cheaper variations of the Seiko movement. It is a PC21J. That's Papa Charlie 2-1 Juliet, and this will be found in a number of watches, some of which I've never heard of. But the most popular one is the Polo watch, and that's one. If you ever been to a Black Friday sale, it's the ones they have at the front of the store. That's like $25.99 or something like that, or buy two, get one free type of watches, you know. So the movement, and as you can see, as it tick, it's like tick, 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 tick. Some of my watches I like, I mean, that tick, I really don't like that tick like that. I like more of a smoother, like the NH35. I like the way that moves a little more free flowing. This one is said to lose about 30 seconds a month. So that may not mean anything to you, but those people that get off into that stuff, man, that may turn you off. I'm just being 100 with you. I mean, because like I said, I like the design, I like the detail in it, man. The fact that the eyes in it are not stickers, you know what I'm saying? It has depth to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, the crystal is mineral, and you see how the crystal sits up a bit. There's nice touches to it, man. It's a beautiful watch, you know. Diver watch, 100-meter rating, water resistance. It's a beautiful watch, man. I just don't feel that this, you know, anything over $100, man. No. And like I said, the biggest quality is, I think either they should have put a mechanical movement in it, or NH35 or something, you know, better than what they just put in this one. You know, like, it's a number limited. Come on, man. Come on, man. And then on top of that, this Frank Castle, man. You can't put a garbage movement in it with this type of character behind it, man. You got to put some oomph behind that. You know, I give it to Invicta. The detail is awesome. I give it high rankings on the detail. The fact that you know how to watch, how smooth it is, how comfortable it is, I give it to them. But the fact that y'all went and put a movement that is considered, if you go online and look at it, you check it out for yourself, the reviews, they say it's cheap. It's a cheap movement. And I'm like, nah, man, that one right there, I was on my way to get this thing a 5 flame, baby. But, sorry, I can't. So the only thing I can do for you today, Mr. Punisher Prodiver, is give you that 4 flame. Yup, I'm giving it a 4 flame just because the detail, the marksmanship, the craftsmanship in this watch is killer. Just that now it may just be this model that the darn thing is so tight. Yours may be right. But my favorite feature of this, man, is that Tritnite, man. That Tritnite's hard, boy. Anyway, family, y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll leave a link to some places that sell this watch if you want to get it. What I put in my collection, for at least just the fact that if you like to collect Punisher stuff, I would grab it. But don't pay over too much. Don't pay too much. Don't pay too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't. Other than that, man, I appreciate you guys. We're almost at 200 subscribers. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead, click it. Where my finger at? Right there. And you see it just dropped down? Go ahead and hit that, man. It ain't going to cost you nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it may allow you to get something in the future, honestly, because I like to give stuff away. You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, that's my time. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the rest of my day with the family. I hope you guys do the same. You guys be blessed. Go ahead, let's salute, bro. Let's salute. Yeah.